y'all, this book is from my marketing book, but for example, like I just want to read a page of what I used to study. So they say five porters, five forces model, threats of new entrant, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of customers, threat of substitute products, rivalry among existing competitors. So what I understand is this it does talk about like the SWOT analysis, the strength, weaknesses, opportunities and the threats. So your strength could be that you have a good location, like that's your number one strength, like where the market is mostly busy at. So a weakness could be a lack of supply. You may be at a good location, but the problem would be the lack of supply. So that could be a weakness. Also, another weakness can be logistics, where you're having problem with stocking your supplies and so on and so forth. Then the opportunity is the maybe the rise in the market, like the opportunities you can have um in terms of how much money you can make, like maybe if you expand your business and move to different locations, so forth and so on. Those are your opportunities. Then the threats can be existing businesses that maybe have previous experience with the market and have like gained like exclusive clientele and all that. So another thing is barriers to entry, supply side economies of scale, demand side benefits of scale, customer switching costs, capital requirements, incumbency, access to distribution channels, restrictive government policy. So, with a business, you have to look at the legislature, which is the laws that are put in for the type of businesses you're doing. So, for example, if you start maybe a restaurant, you need to look at maybe the water supply side of the government, like where you're gonna source your water, because obviously you need water to cook every day and all that. And then maybe electricity, you cannot pinch electricity and so on and so forth. So these topics are very interesting. Also, you must also look at the rate of inflation, like inflation affects the cost of food, the cost of petrol, the cost of electricity. So that's very interesting. And then also you must look at the supply side and the demand side of what you're doing and reach an perfect understanding of how you're gonna meet the supply with the demand, you guys. So the supply and the demand has a graph, you guys, that um actually it has a negative scale, you guys. So as much as demand increases, supply decreases, you guys. So yeah, that also talks about like the scarce resources and everything like that. Then the what you need for a business is the land, the capital, the entrepreneurship, and the um scarce resources. So guys, I did business management for that reason, because I am still studying what the market needs to be the perfect entrepreneur, and to understand the levels of management. You have the top, the middle and the lower level of management. The top level is the strategic, the middle is the tactical, and the lower is the operational. So now we have chapter 6, segmentation, targeting, position, marketing segmentation, the process of dividing the total market for a particular product category into relatively homogeneous segments or group. So, guys, you have to look at a demograph like the your target market. Is it the youth? Is it people that are working? Is it people that want to source exclusive and niche products that are not easy to maybe get a hold of in a certain location? So yeah, that is what segmentation talks about, is dividing groups into um, different sectors and looking at what your target market is exactly when you're choosing the kind of business you want to pursue. So, as a group of people or organizations or larger market, then types of markets we have mass marketing. Mass marketing talks about a larger group and not something specific. And mass marketing can probably be for products that you need for every day, like milk, like bread, like um, any other thing that you need every day. That's for mass marketing. It's not for a different or something like that or specialized. So, differentiated marketing talks about when maybe a product is having another way of making the product seem healthier or less risky and less harmful to the environment. Maybe instead of buying cow's milk, you can buy almond milk or something like that. Then niche marketing is for those maybe that want to stock those um, designer bags and designer products like shoes, Italian made shoes and all that. So a niche is that. And then one-to-one marketing is kind of like niche marketing also, but that could also be like the difference between a client and a customer. A customer is someone who comes in every day to to maybe buy a smaller scale of what the business is producing. Then a client is maybe someone who is also a wholesaler. Then they're um, sourcing a big amount of stock. So a client can be someone who has a supplier, then a customer is someone who buys everyday products. If I am easy to understand, so um, that's what I want to learn. Like, I do want to go back to school, but I don't think it's very realistic to me. So the kind of books I read also, they have to be spiritually uplifting, and there must also be self-help books about business and so forth. So until I understand my business idea, I will have to keep going back to books that are talk about accounting and statistics and economics, because that's what I did study, instead of maybe my content being about just everyday life. I'd rather talk about um something that enriches and challenges my mind. So yeah.